Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with my Counterfeit Kit Challenge and with Christine Harden, or Scrapbook Harden with Striptease of the Scrapbook Wag. I'm going to use at least 2 photos of myself and my 2 kids at a Halloween party. I'm going to use this a 2014 A Simple Stories paper. That's a Halloween one. It's like Frankie and Friends collection and super cute. I'm going to cover up more than I want of those skeletons, but I still like it, so it's all good. So I'm going to get these placed down together to start with, and then I am going to jump forward because I have all of these that I'm just going to sort into color. And you don't need to see me do all of that because look how, like, yes, no, I don't want those, don't want those. Yeah, that one, maybe not that one. Yeah, that's going to take a while. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this process, and then I'm going to jump ahead where it's all actually sorted. That this one I'm going to put aside because I think it's going to be a really cute banner piece, like a shelf. Yep, it's going to be a shelf. And then orange and green and pink and purple is what I'm going to pull. And we're going to jump ahead right now and look at all those that I am not going to use and all of those that I'm going to try and use. So as I was going through, I was ripping the ones in half that I thought I could use more of. And then I'm just going to use a pencil and decide that's about where my pictures are going to go. And then I'm going to grab my T-square ruler and I'm going to mark out center, because the easiest way of doing a sunburst is to keep referring to where your center is. And I'm not going to do that with my purple to start with, but for the rest of them I will. And so I will let you watch me put them all down, but not sort through them because, yeah, that took me a good deal of time. So those 3 are the same. Those 2 are the same. This is the same. And so I am going to use some of these pieces quite a few times. And I think I use, well, definitely over 30. I think I used 35 branding strips on here, which is an amazing amount of branding strips. And that's like, that one with the 3 is counted as 1. This one is 1 because that's all I've got left. This one is actually a Scrap-A-Sketch printable scrap, but I'm still going to use it. And yeah. And so now I'm using my T-square and lining up the center because I thought this would be easier than, yeah, easier. And then you get that sunburst going better if you're lining your T-square up with the center of your where your center of your page is, and then it all looks like it comes from the same spot instead of getting some that are like wonky and weird. So there we go, and some more. And so I'm using purple and pink, and those are all on the same side because I had thought about getting blue on here too, because I was going to use it also for my 100 pattern paper challenge, but I didn't get any blue on there, and there's blue in the pictures, so I could technically still have used the blue, but then I also needed either some paint because I have an animal, or I needed something else, and then I totally forgot to do the last thing, so I didn't use that for today. But I will use the challenge for week 28, I think is tomorrow. So because I was like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna get that orange one down, and so now I'm gonna go into orange. There's a little bit of kind of yellowish in here, maybe like one yellow one, but just continuing on, just paying attention to where my marks are, because I don't have to take off like that one that says Studio Calico on it for the more yellow one. I don't have to do anything with because it's just going to get covered up. So, and then just double checking which ones I want, pulling that back in to make sure it's how I want it to go. I want some more here, and continuing. And now into the green. And I had pulled blue, but I didn't have very much blue. So again, this is all going to be green in this corner. And so I think that works out well because they're in the 4 quadrants, and then green and red and pink are all opposites. So the complementary colors are across from each other. And I think purple and orange are the complementary. Didn't do that on purpose. Just wanted to use those colors. So and double checking. This gets to be a little bit tedious, but we're almost done. Almost there. That one's more like yellow green, but I'm going to count it as green. This is a Scrap-a-Sketch scrap, so that's going to go on there. And I didn't count that as one of my ones as a branding strip because it wasn't a branding strip. And then looking at what I've got left, and those are not going to work. These are going to. This dark one, I'm going to get in here. Going to cut this. This is a Echo Park one, so I'm going to cut it apart. Get some 49 and Market ones on here. There's Hip Kit on here. I think there's some Simple Stories on here. Studio Calico. And then there's also some like smaller 6x6. There's a little one that's definitely a 6x6 paper pad. And then some of the purple ones actually came from like a no-name paper pad for the little bit you cut off. So, and then that's just a scrap from Scrap-a-Sketch. And then these, this is so super cute. This is from Pebbles for this branding strip. And I think it had like pumpkins on the other side that I used. But I was like, oh, I totally have to get this one on here because what says Halloween more than spiders? Like, seriously. So I don't want to cover all of those spiders up, so I'm going to cut off what I can to make these shells work. And then I'm going to feed those in the other spots around the page because why not? There and here. They're so cute. You have to put spiders in. And then there's that one spot in the purple that has like, yeah, that spot there that doesn't have a spot. And I'm like, I used up all my purple. Does that pink one work? No, it's just, no. So I'm going to look in my bag one more time. And I'm like, oh, there's this one that has some purple on it. So I'm just going to cut a piece of that one off. It's going to go back into my bag so I can use it maybe on a different layout. And yeah. So I've got that. Now I want to look at what else I can put on here. So I'm looking at some of the stuff that I pulled out from my Counterfeit Kit Challenge this month. And this from Hip Kit Club, and I think that says Flourish, is a puffy sticker. And I'm going to use this story because why not for the orange? It's Halloween and it's going to be diagonal to where all the other orange is. But that works really well. It stands out with that purple right there and the green. And then I'm looking in my labels because I thought we should have a label in here. And this one is orange and says the good stuff. So it's going to come down here in the orange area. And this gets actually minimally embellished because it really doesn't need very much. And then there's that Ali Edwards Love Acrylic. I'm going to put the hearts away. And then I'm going to use, I think these are, I can't see, either Studio Calico or Ali Edwards. And they are just different labels. So I am going to use these to do a little bit of journaling, but I pinched my finger in the dog gate this morning and I think I'm going to lose my nail. So all of my journaling is going to happen later. I tried with the pencil and oh man, did that hurt. So I'm not going to do the journaling, but the journaling will say a Dizzy Descendant Mel, a Star Trek alien, and a Salem witch is what it's going to say on the 3 of those labels, eventually in black. But right now it's ish in pencil. So and I want to have it point at Evie, and I want to point at me, and I want it to like, last one is not a pointy one, but it'll go right beside Matea, so I think you'll be able to tell who is what. And it's in order for what we are from left to right too, so that works. And then I'm just gonna stack these up. I'm gonna pull this out because I want to not cover up any of my spiders. And this gets glued on. And then this gets glued on. Just kind of getting that organized. Cut off a little bit of this because I've pulled it up. And then this is going to get tucked way up by that love. And that is super cute. And then I do debate on trying to write with my pen. And I'm like, nope, that hurts. Nope, I'm not stable enough. No, I'm not even going to try it because I can do that later when it doesn't hurt. So here are the close-ups. I will have Christine Harden's channel linked below and the striptease playlist because everybody's making a sunburst with their branding strips today for July, and I can't wait to see what everybody else did because it is so, I'm so happy with mine. It's so cute. It makes me happy. And yes, we are gray, but we had makeup on to make us look like an alien and dead. So thank you so much for being here today. If you're new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Please like and comment. That really helps my channel out. Thank you so much again, and have yourself a wonderful day.